So I've got this game today, and it is something that has made me massively curious. So I've cast quite a few games of Snow on the channel in the past, and one of the main reasons is because I just find him incredibly fun and amusing to watch, especially when he's using this alias on the ladder. He tends to do more goofy stuff, and he tanks this MMR a little bit so that he matches with slightly lower skill players so that he can just goof around and play about. We've seen him do scouts, we've seen him do a lot of things, but what we haven't seen before is him play Terran. So here we have Snow spawning in the bottom right on Polypoid, playing Terran, and he is playing against a Protoss with the alias Kim Yuns. I don't know who this is. If I could dare say it's a high-ranking Chinese player, that would be my sense, but do not know for sure. All right, so what's been going on, man? By the time you're watching this, you would have probably seen a few games of mine back on YouTube. If this is the first time you're seeing me since I've been back, what's happening? How you doing? Question I keep asking everybody is this the content people want to see? You know, I haven't downloaded new replays. Unfortunately, I feel a bit bad about it, but every one of my freaking games that I had in my ladder or in my casting bank are games from on Polypoid from 2023. Now, obviously, I don't want to keep doing this forever. I want to go into Seawall and download a whole new pack of replays. But I'm just curious to know what it is that people want to watch. Do you really want to watch, you know, Flash versus Best on the ladder, or Flash versus Snow on the ladder? I mean, that's what everybody else seems to be doing, you know, Jaedong versus Rain, or whatever the case is. Lava. I mean, I do enjoy casting Lava's games, actually. That's one thing I probably will still do because he's just such a fun player to watch. Bisu as well, I suppose, to some extent. So is that really what people want to see? Do they just want to see the Korean pros play on ladder, or are there other things that people are interested in seeing and showcasing? Let me know. I'm going to kind of take some feedback on this one, and I'll probably also start up a community poll just to discuss it with everybody, or whomever reacts, and we'll go from there. Because I just, you know, one of the reasons why I stopped casting Broodwar was simply because I started to feel like it was a bit boring, you know, doing the same thing all the time. I wasn't really sure what it was that people were looking for. Also, I probably just took it too seriously. You know, I started taking in the view counts and stuff. I don't want to say personally, but I just didn't understand, you know, why the views weren't what I wanted them to be. I think now, 2 years later, on reflection, having a better understanding generally of what isn't important in life, it really doesn't matter that much. So I just kind of doing it for fun for as long as I feel like doing it, and what will be will be. So we have a pretty standard opening from both players. So when our Protoss scouted the Rax Expand, gasless Rax Expand from Snow, he made his Nexus before making a Dragoon. His first Dragoon is now on the way, and he is getting range, so not going directly into Robo. I think if this game was being played now in 2025, range would have been skipped, and a speed Reaver, or a fast Reaver as possible, would have been prioritized. However, what I think will happen as played is we will see Dragoons on the doorstep here, putting pressure on the bunker of the Terran player. So Snow's first factory will naturally be delayed because of the build order. This is all fine. It's Terran's going to expect this pressure. Protoss is going to have to do this just to try and restore some sort of economic parity, because this open for Terran is very, very advantageous from a economic point of view. Okay, so Protoss is now going up to 2 gates. Robo on the way. Range nearly finishing. Range, when it kicks in, we will start to see this bunker get hit, and so it will go. There you go. As we say it happens. So there's a rationale behind this. The Terran has to spend money to repair, and that's why the range is done. Second goon coming around to help his buddy. Second SCV will come and repair. And we will see this dance until the first tank comes out. Siege mode is the first research done out of the factory machine shop. The tank will pop down shortly. The next unit will be a vulture. So he's just going to fend this away with a single tank in siege mode. And that's that. He'll just lift this up. Probably take a pot shot with the tank. Another one, just to push the goons away for a little while. Has to tell the ACVs to repair again. And when siege mode finishes, it actually has already and Snow's missed it. He can hit siege mode and this will stop. There you go. Bye bye. Boom. Shoots a goon in the face. And on we go. So it's siege mode. The support bay is done. Reavers in production, so that'll be the next thing to expect now is a bit of harassment. Couple of goons going home. eBay here, and he's already, I mean, Snow, if anybody knows about building turrets and countering Reaver play, it would be Snow, if you consider how much Reaver play he himself does. Randomly sending a probe up here into the top right, very strange. He's the Protoss player. Positioning to expand. He's expanded up here with a pylon, just as a spotter, I think. No other reason. Interesting. And Snow is going to counter Reaver play with a dropship. Well, that is very cool. So he has gone Starport, Armory now, one factory, and now he's making two factories behind this. So it's basically just prioritize this for a drop. And look at that. Protoss is waiting for it. Drops a tank here, pops down siege mode. Oh! Bang! Look at this, surrounding the siege tank with the probes. Oh dear! Oh no! I don't think this dropship's gonna get out of here. The Vulture's still surviving, just tucked in here behind the minimap. He's gonna get a few more kills for his trouble. He's got 5 so far, wow! 6 kills on this Vulture. The one mistake there from Snow is he didn't lay the final mine. But otherwise that was really, really good. So he's got this probe randomly placing spotter pylons and stuff right here. So now Protoss seems to be wanting to take their turn to drop, so third Nexus is on the way. Snow, on the other hand, just seems to be becoming factory man. So he's going up to 5 factories off of 2 bases, so he's going to plan a push. I don't think he's looking to take a third base anytime soon. And our Protoss has not done any offensive Reaver play yet, still looking to be quite defensive at this stage. He's making another pylon. So these spotter pylons, it's a thing. Interestingly. Tucked a few goons here behind. I think these guys have all taken some mine hits. Observer coming in. One Marine in the bunker. Hey, look at that. Got his Reaver here in the defensive position, so it didn't do any drop play. Does have 2 observers in position. Loses that one, but he would have spotted the 4 factories. No machine shops on the factories though, interestingly enough. Science facility, so it is a 5-fac science facility. Some Reavers do try and get in here, but there is a defensive, some Vultures do try and get in here, but there is a defensive Reaver. Mines here as well, so he's got really good visibility on the map. The Snow, and another dropship coming in. Hello. Gets himself a couple of probes. Picks it up, moves them again. Meanwhile, moving some Dragoons forward here at the same time. Drops the tank. Shoots a probe. Shoots another probe. Gets 3 probes per shot. Oh, 5 probes that time. Oh, so that one didn't do. 2 probes there. 2 probes there. That was insane. Alright, so the solution is to counter-attack. We've got a couple of Reavers here. This is actually a pretty fun game so far, I must be honest. The eBay is annoying, the way he spotted it. This drops from Snow. He must have killed 12, maybe 15 probes from tank drops. That's really, really good. Just applying the exact same skills that he uses in Protoss against Protoss. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Okay, so adding a few machine shops here to his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 factories. Let's just floated the science vessel. Just a 3-basing Protoss for the time being. It seems to just be looking at a soft contain here to try and block Terran from expanding. Terran's made a lot of vultures, a lot of mines, so this looks like drops against recall, oh, sorry, blocks against recall and against Reaver drops. So that's pretty good defense. He's dropped, just to get out of his base, some vultures. Only to then nearly get them killed, but I think it was just to maybe do some spotting. Use a scanner for that too, I guess. This probe that's been building spotter pylons has come down. And plan now to clear the mines. Those vultures that did get out via the dropship have come and done some harassment here, and once again some more probe kills. Pretty good econ harassment from Snow this game. Again, drop 4 out here. Doing this quite often, so just dropping out here, moving around, dropping again. So he's just dropping vultures out the back end of the base and just using it to do some harassment constantly. Very interesting. They could come here and harass once this is saturated. They could come just do some general spotting, so it does give himself some map control and some vision, especially if he lays some mines as well. Now we have 3 loaded dropships. Where are they going is the question. Drops a few tanks as well. Wow, this is actually a pretty clutch play. I really like this. There's not a lot of Protoss units here. He hasn't pulled this unit back there, he's just left them there for now. He thinks the reinforcing zealots should be sufficient with the Reavers. That was pretty fun play from both players. Nice defense from Protoss. And of course the creativity from Snow never fails to entertain. Ooh, there's a full. I think his plan would now be to pressure this base. There's not any units here, that's just unfortunate. So in Protoss moving his units back, he's run into some intercepting mines. Alright, so he wants to take down this Nexus and keep up Protoss on 3 bases. Possibly looking to expand behind this as well. Not the best use of Scarabs, having a Reavers fire on mines. Oh, does get a tank for that. Nicely done. Loses an observer only. Does chase down these dropships and picks up the tanks and the remaining units. Lots of skirmishes here. Fun game, very difficult to tell who's actually ahead or behind, to be honest, but Protoss does come and save their 4th base pretty effectively. Has got a spotter probe over here. Who's made a pylon. Snow, on the other hand, or in the meantime, should I say, has successfully established a 3rd base of his own. Puts a defensive matrix on on a vulture. Always fun. Not letting these dragoons get away. So 3rd base is coming up. The Protoss has got unbelievable map vision. Look at this. Really, really good. Just tier 1 units having a clank against each other here with the Reaver support. This is really decent Reaver play. Really, really, really decent Reaver play. This must be a pro. It's playing very, very, very well. Oh, good fight this one. Oh, gets the Reaver. Nice play from Snow. He's nearly dropped below 100 supply. Picking up the Reaver there was a very, very big play. Got a couple of High Templars in the tank. Seems to now be positioning to attack. Meanwhile, his very, very unprotected third base is about to get taken down. Seems to be a bit of a base trade though, because he has knocked out... Unfortunately, Snow lost way too many SCVs there. Sieges, unsieges, re-sieges, mines. Well, our Nexus disappeared really quick. So has Snow's command center. So it's basically a 3-basing, although he's establishing a 4th here. 3-basing Terran. Soon to be 4-basing Terran against a 2-basing, sorry, a soon to be 4-basing Protoss against a 2-basing Terran. I just don't think that's sustainable, unfortunately, for our friend Snow. He's also established this Nexus, which totally has escaped my eye. Hasn't saturated it yet. We're trying to become a 5-basing Protoss against a 2-basing Terran. Obviously, we can all do the maths on that. Very hard for Terran to lose. Sorry. I can't say what I'm trying to say today. I haven't had enough whiskey yet. Very hard for Terran to lose, to win when it's got 3 fewer bases than its Protoss opponents. There we go. We finally got the words in. Well done, Matthew. Got 1 tank in here, just kind of chilling. Another dropship went down. It's been like a chaotically fun game. Just unrelenting attacks. Oh, Reaver! Oh, nicely done. Drops him. Oh. Oh, I think Snow would have been proud of that Reaver micro himself. That was very decent. Very, very decent. Another shot from the Reaver. Oh, he sieges 1 tank, keeps the others in tank mode. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed. I like that a lot. That was good. If I can actually say what I'm trying to say and mean it when I'm saying it, I will be feeling on fire. This SCV is going to kill this Nexus on his own. It's going to be like a first time in the history of StarCraft ever that a single SCV has killed a Nexus. That will be super cool. He's like the hero SCV of our time. Okay, so economically, our friend Snow is in big trouble. He's about to mine out here, he's about to mine out here, is not trying to establish another base. This High Templar is just kind of chilling here, which is hysterical. Like, nobody seems to be too bothered. The Vultures have come and given Steve the SCV some reinforcements so that he can kill this. And yeah, there ain't no way that's going to be stopped. Oh, wait, hang on. Here comes the shuttle. And there's a Reaver. He picks up both Reavers. Dude. Are you actually kidding me? You're actually kidding me? Killed the SCV and they do. Oh, so funny. I thought that was going to be a moment, man. Going to be a moment. Sadly, there was no moment. Oh well. So, Terran's going to run out of money very soon, and then it's going to be game over. But it's been really, really fun. Just absolute goofing around. There's a DT that's showed up here out of nowhere. How you doing, bro? I wonder if Snow's got scanners. Scan him! Oh, nice storm. There we go, now he scans him. Another decent storm. Counter-attack from Protoss here as well. Just knocking. He tried to establish a 3rd. He knows his win condition is just to deny a 3rd for Terran, and then it's game over. So as much as Snow's having fun moving out, attacking, and he doesn't have many units left. Got too many bases. .38 pros. What a scrap. What an absolute scrap this is. This Nexus will go down. Got this one running. If he got this Nexus as well, he would have had a small chance. Because this was gone. This would have been gone now. This would have gone as well. He is fighting it. He's going to knock this down too. Snow absolutely maximizing because he's just mined out. He's mined out as we are now. So absolutely maximizing his units. It does land this command center. Bit of storm play happening there. Damn DT back in town here. Chasing these tanks. Along with all his other units. He's mining again. He's making money, baby. Unfortunately, Protoss have got this base up and running as well. This base is still mining a little bit. This base is still mining a little bit. And I think he's going to establish a base up here as well. It's going to be very hard for Terran to cover all of this with 60 supply. 27 of which is SCVs. We've done some drops and had some fun here. More storms. Storm SCVs, man! Let's go! This game has just been absolutely bonkers. Unfortunately, Snow just wasn't ever able to establish the third base. Protoss was able to fend off the attacks just simply by having too much reinforcing economy. So that's going to be that one, but it was pretty fun watching Snow play Terran. Certainly some creativity with the drops. I really enjoyed that, the dropping of the siege tanks and the number of workers that he killed. But just a couple of other basics in terms of being able to establish a third and fourth base would have wrecked him. And now, yeah, as we can see, just the not even steady slow demise, just the absolute massacring of our friend Snow, yeah, playing Terran. Pretty fun to watch. But overall, nice convincing performance from our Protoss. Not a perfect game by any stretch of the imagination, but very enjoyable nonetheless. Just a formality now before the GG happens. So yeah, if you stuck with me this far, please do let me know the kinds of games you want to be seeing on YouTube going forward, showcasing specifically what is available on the ladder. I'd love to hear from you. I will be doing a few more games today, so we'll certainly be adding probably about 10 plus games before I get all the feedback and get a new sort of pack of replays going. But between now and then, it would just be good to establish a little bit of a dialogue with the community, and we go from there. So yeah, fun game. Really weird to see Snow play Terran, but certainly some of his creativity was on display. But also you can see that it's not his main race in terms of his ability to get the macro where it needed to be. But a fun game nonetheless. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you soon.